I'm gonna do just a real quick, quick tell of the tape. A lot of people out there wondering, what size advantages, who has and the height and the reach. So just real quick, but first let's do a little tribute to Canelo Alvarez. They announced the fight, and immediately this popped in my head. Let's see. Okay, it just look, it popped whenever they made that announcement. That Sarah McLachlan song popped in my fucking head. So there we go, a little tribute to Canelo after the announcement. But okay, let me get to the the picture here. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute, right here. Boom. Okay. Now, a lot of people are making a big deal about the age. 35, okay, Canelo 27. Now, both guys, really, you look at it, they haven't been in a ton of wars. So, I don't know. I've always felt that Gennady Golovkin is a young 35, but now everybody's talking about how the Kell Brook and the whatchamacallit, the Jacobs fight, how, he was showing a little vulnerability. So I don't think so. I think he was kind of getting bored, honestly, and I think he was trying to lure Canelo in. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And sure, there might be a little bit of the age, but I don't think it'll be a factor in this upcoming fight. I really don't. So the hype, Gennady Golovkin, as you see here, 5'10", Canelo 5'9". Now, the reach, 74-71, that's going to be really important, I think, because I think Gennady Golovkin will work behind a jab. If he can establish a good jab on Canelo, then that'll be, it'll work in his favor. So hopefully he gets that jab going. Now, a lot of people are saying Canelo's going to dig to the body, but you got to remember, when you're going to the body, that's not Amir Khan, Kirkland, Chavez, because, Golovkin, he's going to throw a hook to the head, so Canelo can dig the body all he wants, but, I think he'll just get countered with a hook and hurt, okay? And I really hope that Gennady Golovkin, he just, from the minute the bell rings, round one, that he goes after Canelo and, establishes dominance, that I'm the powerful one, you're not going to walk up on me, I'm not a punching bag, I hopefully, he makes that mark really quick in the fight. He needs to, okay? And, even let, maybe let Canelo land a couple of punches and just shake his head, give him a nod, like, no, dude, you ain't got shit, so he needs to establish dominance and power early on. Okay, 37 fights for Gennady Golovkin, 51 for Alvarez. Now, a lot of people are saying, that Alvarez has had the tougher fights, the better resume, and I could agree with that. Okay, I could definitely agree with that, but when you factor in the catch weights and all that, I think this is going to be a day of reckoning. I really think all that's going to catch up to Canelo in this fight. He's never been in a fair toe-to-toe fight. Think about it. The last time was probably Mayweather, maybe, and I'm not going to get into that, but that's even I could argue that, the other direction. So, this is literally the first time this dude has been in a fair fight, okay? So, now Golovkin, 33 knockouts, Canelo 34, but of course, out of 35 fights, Golovkin's only had 2 that he did not win by knockout, and that would be the Brook fight and Jacobs, I believe. So, and now Canelo, coming off, let's see, he just had a fight with, Amir Khan, Liam Smith, and then the Chavez fight, which was ridiculous. And also remember, Canelo will be going from camp to camp. Right from the Chavez camp, he'll probably take a little time off, and then boom, jump right into the Golovkin camp, okay? Canelo's got a draw, 1 loss against Mayweather. Now, it was interesting, too. Total rounds, 353 for Canelo, 172 for Gennady Golovkin. And then the 89% and 67%. I guess that's their knockout ratio. I don't know quite what they mean by that, but that's got to be the KO ratio. But anyway, yeah, just, real quick video, just something to look at when you're thinking about it. I think the biggest thing here is, like I said, Golovkin needs to establish, his power in the beginning. He needs to go back to, the Martin Murray or that Rosado or that David Lemieux Golovkin, where it's seek and destroy, break them down, break their will, cut the ring off. Don't let him run. And another thing, Canelo, if you I've paid close attention to this. I don't think he's very good fighting going backwards. Okay, on the back foot. So if Golovkin is coming forward, I think that kind of leaves Canelo open. So, but technically, I think Canelo is a better boxer, putting combinations together, things like that. But he is shorter. He's got the shorter reach, things like that. So when you're kind of a shorter, stocky fighter, you typically, not always, but typically you're a little quicker, and you can put them combinations together really quick. But Golovkin, he'd be fine with the 2s and the 3s, the 2-piece and the 3-piece all night, just boom, 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 all night, 1 2 1 2 3, 1 2 1 2 3, jab, jab, double up the jab, things like that. So I mean, I just don't see any way Canelo wins. I mean, if he can survive 12 rounds, that'd be the only thing. I mean, imagine, and here's I'm trying to imagine this in my head, and I'll end it here. Imagine Canelo hanging on for dear life, hugging, holding, running, trying to just make it to the bell. I think that's what we're going to see. I really think Golovkin is going to completely just destroy Canelo. I really do. And he needs to make a statement. This fight right here, he needs to make a statement, then go after that WBO, go after Billy Joe Saunders, become the undisputed champion of the middleweight division and move up, and then it's time to move up. So let me leave it at that, guys. Just wanted to go over the attributes, tell of the tape, that kind of thing.